Hi, it's week 12, Wheels and Wags with Kaz. Welcome back. What have we been up to this week? Well, we have been exploring. So, a night in Currumbara, dinner that we told you about last week, and then we moved over to Menian, a little town not that far away, probably only about 20 minutes, closer to Wilson's Prom. So, we're going to base ourselves there for a few days. They have an amazing little bakery there. We celebrated Mother's Day, Kelly and I, having lunch there. Beautiful food, very fresh, freshly made. Yeah, we kept going back. It was really bad. But anyway, Minihan Bakery, definitely worth a look. Lovely little town, actually, quite an arty-farty town, which I like. Even has an op shop. Very small town, but has an op shop. That's great. There was a RV camp there, so that was by donation, $10 a night. No services apart from dump point. There is toilets as well, and that's at the sports ground as well. So good camp. We managed to get both our buses in there, and it stayed 3 nights at least. Then Monday we headed off down to explore Wilson's Prom, amazing little place. So first stop was the Drift, which is the sand dunes down there. So good, 40-minute walk into the Drift, and then loads of playtime, as you probably saw photos if you're on Facebook. We had a ball just mucking around and getting some great shots and having a few laughs out on the sand dunes. Some lovely views up there out to the coast and back to the hills. After walking back out of there, we went to the Wilderness Walk, which had wildlife in. It's just an open area, but there's wombats. We were hoping to see one out and about, but we must have caught them a bit late in the morning. We did find one, lots of evidence of them being around. We did find one sleeping under it in bush, but that was the only one we saw, unfortunately, not out walking around, so we didn't get a good photo. The other things we saw there were emus, kangaroos. They have collared kangaroos there because they are monitoring, and also a snake. While we were checking out one of the wombat holes, a snake shuttled on through. That was pretty cool. That was all really that we saw wildlife wise. After that, we headed into the end of the road in the middle of town where the general store is, and checked out Norman's Beach. That was a lovely open area. It's got the river running down into the ocean there, so that was a nice place just to chill for a while. On the way out, we visited Whiskey Cove, I think it is, or Whiskey Bay, and Picnic Bay. So we walked into Whiskey Bay, which was amazing. It had huge boulders. Like, it's hard to define it until you see a person standing next to it. So I took some photos of me in front of them, but these rocks are just huge, just blew me away. So I got some photos of them. That was really cool. Spent quite a bit of time there exploring and looking around as well. I don't know, it was a nice little place. We just weren't in any hurry really to leave that. There were a few other walks. We'd sort of done our dash for the day then, which we thought we might save for another visit. Don't like to do everything at once, because when we come back round again, we'll have nothing to see. Always something to see. Then we spent a bit of time in Minian. I had my working days. Kelly and Martin checked out, there is a bike trail. It must be the old railway track, I think. And that runs through a heap of towns left and right from Minian. They biked through to Leongatha. So it's about 10k bike ride on this path. I did a few walks on the path, up to 5k's either way with the dogs in the morning. It's a really great idea. And it goes on for miles and miles and miles. So you can sort of pick it up and bike it from lots of different towns. So as we move on from Menian, we're likely to pick it up again. So the other things we've gotten up to, we actually went back to Corumburra. We had some mail. We'd both had stuff coming in the mail. So Kelly and I, we sort of thought, well, it was a good central area for mail to be delivered. So we did the Ozpost thing and picked our parcels up from there. So a really good week, and did some work on the bus as well. So fixed up my little ding that happened with the post coming down from Yay when I was trying to get out of that campsite. So I'll put some photos up of that. It looks pretty good. Looks sort of back to normal now. Thanks very much to Martin for helping and guiding. The old trick, which I thought might work, was the old block of wood and car jack to just push the beams back out, metal beams back out, and then we just pot riveted everything back into place and a bit of sicca to tidy things up. So that worked really well. It's come up quite well. And the other thing I've been trying to work out in the bus is, where do I put the dogs when I go out? So I've tried lots of different things on the trip so far, and if Jimmy's up high and roaming around, she can get into different places and bark at people. Bandit's a bit of a stress head and will basically do anything to get down to the main door and get in behind curtains and things like that. If I sort of set them apart from at the front, like section that off with some wire fencing, yeah, they just roam a bit, make a bit too much noise. So I've tried a few different places in the bus, and I've found that they're less stressed and more settled. Yes, I'm talking about you. Less stressed and more settled if they are in the back end where the bedroom and bathroom is. So I've trialed just some fencing to block them down that end. I have a camera where I can put in and just check that they're okay. But even Bandit's really quite settled being down there. So Martin helped build a fence. I'll show you what he did actually. We cut and pasted 2 little fence panels, and he's made some things on his 3D printer to tidy it all up. It looks really good. Just a little lightweight fence, a little gate that I can open onto the bathroom side wall. So you can't really see it. It doesn't impact, because I didn't want to put in boxes or block in any more areas, because I really do like the open plan. I thought of converting my little storage box next to the couch here perhaps into a box for Jimmy. Yeah, but I'm not keen on that. That's still an option down the track. But I've found since locking them down the back of the bus, they are really settled, and when I've checked them on cameras, they're not barking, they're sleeping. So we're going to, I think that's the answer. Everybody does something different, has different ideas, but this one feels right for me, and it seems to work well for the dogs. So let me know what sort of things you do with your dogs. Do you have little cages they go in, or do you tie them up, or how do you manage your dogs roaming around? Anyway, they're all happy. They get to sit on the couch in the evening with me and sleep on the bed at night, so they're pretty comfortable. They have a pretty good life. Anyway, that's our week. I'll put up some photos of things we got up to this week, a little bit of video, and I hope you guys have all had a safe week as well, and we'll catch you next week. We are on the move this weekend, heading east along the coast, and then we're going to start heading north before we get caught in Victoria freezing weather. Got to get through those mountains. It's going to be cold up there, but looking forward to that. I love being in the mountains. So next week we should have a bit more news and updates. Hopefully getting closer. Basically heading to Canberra, I think. We're just determining which way. Okay, that's it from us. Catch you next week.